What is up, guys? My name is Ken. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master. I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective. Before I begin, I just want to set the intention that this be a safe space, that this be a healing space in alignment with your highest good. Happy spooky season, everybody. I'm looking at, in the recent past, you've been doing some work. I'm looking at you making some progress in a couple areas of your life. Maybe this is like with the relationships in your life. This could be making advancements in the love space. I'm looking at the mirroring numbers in the past, and I'm looking at you having to walk away from a broken relationship. So maybe there was a partnership that you had to break away from that was in your highest good. Maybe at the time it didn't feel like it was cohesive, it was something that was gonna benefit you, but now looking back, you see how beneficial that breaking away from this energy was. It was a lesson that you needed to go through, and it's led to many more marvelous discoveries that you've made since then. Everything we go through is by design. There are no accidents, and there are no coincidences in this place. Because you made the decision to walk away, I'm seeing that there's some lucky events that's happened for you. Maybe there's been a few situations where that wasn't going to work out, but it ended up working out at the last minute, or it's coming together at the last minute. Maybe this was something that you couldn't see before, but you're beginning to see. Maybe this is something that you were told. In the near future, I'm looking at an imbalance in the third eye and an imbalance in the heart chakra. Those are coming in upside down. We're talking about the challenges that are going to be coming up for you. So it looks like both in the mental space and in the heart space. And that's going to be what's coming up the next few weeks, month for some of you. Your heart is going to be tested and your mental space is going to be tested. I'm looking at, because of the decisions you've made in the past, it's leading you to a place where you're sound, where you're stable. Maybe this is a place where we feel grateful for what we have. I'm looking at major changes taking place in the near future. That's where the third eye and the heart chakra are becoming imbalanced. I'm looking at you moving through whatever it is that's coming up by not looking back at the past. This is coming in upside down. So make sure you're not viewing the past in a negative connotation. You shouldn't be viewing the past at all. Until you get control of your mental space, you leave the past lie in the past, and you only focus on the present moment going forward. The more time you spend looking backwards, the more energy that it requires to do that, and it drains you of your energy. I'm looking at some incoming messages. It hasn't happened, it hasn't taken place yet, but it's coming in like the current timeline, bleeding into the near future. So maybe there's some things you have questions on right now that are in the dark, things that feels like that are being shaded from your view. I've seen that those are going to play out, those are going to come to light soon. All right, I'm looking at whatever this information is, because this is the information that hasn't came in yet, something you haven't learned yet that's coming in. And whenever you get clarity on whatever this is, if this is something you're trying to create, a place you're trying to go, I'm seeing that it's going to give you a balanced peace of mind. It's going to give you stability. So maybe now you're flying through the dark, you're not sure about your next move or which direction to go. I'm seeing that that's going to be clearing up for you. And it almost feels like your guides have led you along the path with only giving you like a little bit of information here, a little bit of information there, on purpose, because there's some things we are meant to know and some things we are not meant to know. Again, it leads to, it's the surprise. I'm looking at a new beginning coming up for you. So maybe you're stepping from one portal, from one life into another, or maybe you're getting ready to step from one life into another. I am looking at the number 5 at the bottom of the board. This does speak on loss and conflict, but it feels like a good loss and conflict. Things you're shedding, old things, old behavior patterns, old negative behaviors, things like that. I'm looking at the recent past. The scales of justice have been imbalanced, upside down. It's also Libra energy. I'm looking at there's an imbalance, something that needs to be brought into balance in your life. All right, and feels like it's keeping a strain. It's coming in the past, but it's also like affecting like your current situation because you're not building with your intuition. This would be like building a future with your intuition or with some information that you're getting. This is coming in upside down. So there's something you're meant to be working on that you're not working on yet. And for some of you, this is just getting in touch with your higher self, getting in touch with your guides, the universe, the all, whatever language you want to use. And again, you've got a big challenge coming up this next month. All right, and I'm looking at like whatever that is that's holding you back, that you're not letting go of, that you're working out of. It's something from a past life. Maybe this is like an old energy of like where you used to smoke because your parents smoked, and then we live many lives in this lifetime, so you've been a different version of yourself many times. It's endless. So maybe there was a past life where you drank a lot or you smoked a lot, and now that's coming back up, and you're being guided to let go of that. There's a new beginning that is waiting for you through loss and conflict. The conflict is with yourself. Oftentimes, we are the gatekeeper. We are at the gateless gate. We are the only ones standing in our way. You are a limitless being. The only limitations are the ones that you impose on yourself. We are literally capable of anything. All right, so here's what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing that coming up soon, there's going to be some knowledge that's coming to you. All right, there's going to be something that you're going to be learning. Things are veiled for you right now, but things are going to be getting unveiled for you very soon. Okay, if you're having questions about your direction, and it almost again feels like things have to be shaded this way. Maybe they're like directions that you're going that you wouldn't necessarily go. Like if you had the bigger picture, it feels like there's a part of the puzzle I'm seeing like a puzzle piece trying to fit into a puzzle. And it's almost like you can't see the puzzle, but you're trying to fit it in. I'm looking at you getting, again, this is going to come in the form of downloads from your guides, from the universe. All right, so make sure you're getting in touch with the psychic energy. This is the higher self. This is working with a pendulum, working with the tarot, working with, channeling, whatever that is for you, whatever it is you're working on. Because again, I'm seeing that this new beginning it leads to an increase in your psychic gifts and abilities, because we begin to see beyond the veil. We begin to see beyond the veil of our limited perception. And that's what enlightening is. It's when we take one step from one perspective into another perspective, that it's almost like zooming out so that you see a bigger piece of the picture instead of like a little narrow view of reality, of the consciousness that runs through all of us. Again, we are at a constant state of evolution. If you're not changing, then something is wrong. I'm looking at you taking a closer look at your life, and that you're seeing that you're self-sabotaging. This is you taking a look within. And I'm seeing that in the past you've self-sabotaged with some type of behavior, but I'm seeing that comes into balance, that you understand you're starting to step out of the shadow and into the conscious light. And that is the goal. Most people operate from the shadow, and again, the goal with shadow work is to step out of the shadow and into the conscious light, where we are recognizing our negative behaviors in real time and making decisions to navigate around and outside of the loop of what you've been doing over and over again. So maybe you've had distractions. There's been things that have been distracting you, pulling at you to keep you from looking at things in an honest light. That's my familiar zero. I'm looking at a state of expansion that takes place for you in the near future. And again, we're constantly growing and evolving. So there are things about yourself that you see now that you're getting ready to view in a different way. You're expanding. You must push forth through the dark to make that expansion happen. It feels like also like you've pulled yourself back from the world. It feels like maybe you've taken a step back, you've unplugged from the matrix, and you're starting to view reality from an objective as the observer. And I'm seeing through this process, what you seek is seeking you. You will find what you're looking for in this life. You must ask yourself these questions. Who am I? Why did I come here? What is this place? All right, guys, I'm going to leave your reading there. Listen, if you guys like the reading and it resonated, you want to get a personal reading, I would cover every aspect of your life, as well as read your chakras and teach you how to become a master of your emotions and a master of your mental space. I also teach telekinesis, telepathy, and many other gifts. So if you guys have any questions, just shoot me a PM and I'll let you know how it works, all right? Enjoy your immortality.